Hey guys, welcome back to the Crime Time podcast. So last week we talked about the murder of or the death of Natalie Wood, and today we're going to be talking about the murder of singer, songwriter, and then she has a bunch of other titles, but Selena Quintanilla, which so she's from Texas. She was born in 1971. I don't know, do you guys know her?
Yeah,
I've seen the
A
movie.
little bit.
The movie with J-Lo.
Oh yeah.
So I know I know a little bit. But yeah.
Now
And
they
my
have,
mom
like,
loves her music.
I love your mom.
I love yours.
Thanks. I'll tell her you said that.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to the project.
Alrighty. Okay, so Selena she has like a bunch of different titles. Queen of Tejano music, Queen of Tex-Mex, she's a queen of a lot of stuff. So when she was killed, she was only 23, and it was kind of a big deal for a lot of people because she had so many fans. So let's go to see how that happened. Okay. So she had this like person. Her name was Yolanda Saldivar. She was kind of a freak, a little bit. Okay. So she and Selena had like kind of a weird relationship. She started off like so Yolanda was like her friend, and she was just like a family friend, and they just kind of like had this like close relationship, and they kind of knew each other. And then they started working together. So her Selena's dad, I think his name was Abraham, was like, you know what, we've been talking to this lady so long, she's like a friend, we should make her like something more, not like something more than a friend, but like but like
business wise.
Yeah, like a business friend.
That's usually what that means when people say, "Are we more than friends?"
Yeah, so we're business partners.
Okay.
Okay. So she was promoted. They wanted to basically Selena wanted to make more money, and her family was like, you know what? We should start like a fan club type thing. So she had like this fandom going on. And so they made Yolanda, so the business friend, they promoted her to like be the head of the fan club and like manage all the stuff there. So then Selena also had these like boutiques and things like around Texas. I guess I don't know what she sold, or I think she was a fashion designer, so they sold like the stuff that she designed in the boutiques. So Yolanda was promoted to manage the boutiques and also be the president of the fan club.
So she's important.
Yeah, she's the business friend.
Business friend freak.
Becoming a president of a fan club.
It's a big role.
Yeah.
She had an Instagram fan account. She made edits.
Oh,
fan
she
cams.
would have.
Okay, so she was like this president, and so she played a big role, and Selena's family paid her obviously to do this role. But behind the scenes, like Yolanda was like kind of obsessed with Selena. There was this like in one of the articles said that in like if they went into her house, like there would be like a whole like shrine to Selena, like all the fan merch.
In Yolanda's house?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
She's okay.
So that's just like one thing to keep in mind.
Oh, okay.
That's trouble.
So then one day they were like, the people like the people in the club, they were like, I guess they ordered stuff, and then they just weren't getting like their orders, and they were like, what the heck's my order? Like, come on. So then Selena and her dad were like, I don't know. And so they talked to Yolanda, and then they kind of were like a little bit sus of her, and they eventually decided that she was like stealing money and embezzling like the funds from the fan club.
Ooh, what a great friend.
Oh my
She's
god.
So
She's kind of scary.
it was decided that she was stealing up to like $30,000.
Oh my
So that's a lot of money. And they were like,
College tuition.
god.
For
for
like
1 year.
a semester.
Oof.
Okay, so they were like, hey man, like you're stealing this money. Like you're supposed to be like our business friend and you're doing this. Like that's not really cool. So they decided to talk to her, and she basically said like, oh, I'm not doing anything, like I don't know where the money's going. And then Selena wanted to like, this doesn't sound right, so she was like, no, I don't think that's right. So then Yolanda said, meet me at this inn, and I'll give you like these documents that prove I haven't done anything wrong. And then Selena was like, but then Yolanda was like, oh, you should come. And then before, we need to go to the hospital because I went on vacation and I think I was raped on vacation.
Oh my
So you
god.
need to take me to the hospital.
Oh
And
my
then,
god.
She sounds really sketchy.
Yeah, like so sketchy.
I think it was kind of just like a thing like to get her to go because
Like to guilt trip her.
yeah, because Selena was like trying to be a nice person and like take her, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did go to the hospital like on March 31st, which is like 2 days from now. Oh wait, no, on the 30th, so tomorrow. They went to the hospital in 1995, and the hospital was like, we don't see anything wrong.
So she made it all up.
Maybe.
Oh.
Also,
Yeah.
hospitals are kind of sketchy too.
That's true. Yeah. So that was on the 30th, all of that, and then all the fan club stuff had been happening for like a couple months before. So then the next day, they went to the hotel, the Days Inn Motel somewhere in Texas. I forgot. I think it was in Corpus. They both got to the hotel, and then Selena was like, okay, where's the papers? Like, that's the whole reason I'm here. And then Yolanda was, Yolanda was like, she said that she had a briefcase with all the papers from the boutiques and talking about the bank statements and stuff. So then they apparently got into like an argument, like inside of one of the rooms. What room was it? There was like one that was like super important. I forgot. I just closed out the tab. What the heck? Okay, yeah, room 158. So they went into the room, and then witnesses said they began arguing loudly inside the room. And so that was kind of like suspicious, like what's going on? But nobody saw them like actually go in there, or like, like nobody saw them arguing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the singer asked Yolanda for the documents, and then Yolanda claimed that she grabbed the papers and turned them over to Selena in a briefcase and her cell phone. But then witnesses say that later in another room there were more papers and another cell phone that Yolanda didn't give her. So Selena was like, cool, I got the stuff, secured the bread, got the bag. And so she turned around to like walk out of the room. And then when she was walking, it's apparently Yolanda accidentally, or may have not accidentally, shot her with a bullet.
How do you
What?
How did it have been an accident?
Yeah, that sounds like
Well,
an
that's what they're trying
accident.
to prove, like in the trial, whether or not it was an accident.
Oh, okay.
How can that possibly
What?
be
She
an
like
She says she accidentally like dropped it.
Wait,
and
how
then-
did she even? Why did she even have a gun to begin with if she wasn't planning on shooting somebody?
because she said later she was trying to kill herself, and that the bullet was actually for herself.
Oh, because like when you accidentally like don't know which way the barrel's supposed to face.
Oh my god.
Okay, Yolanda.
Okay.
Okay, so what happened? Selena turned around, she shot her with a bullet. It hit her in her upper, it went in through her back and it came out through her upper right chest. So
Oh, so
that,
she shot her from the back.
yeah. And it went like all the way through.
Oh. Wait, this was in the hotel room, right?
Yeah, so like she got the briefcase and then she turned around and then she got shot.
Oh.
What the heck? Oh, so it said that she then slumped to the floor. She tried to cover the wound with her hands, but it severed her artery and like something else happened. There was like something with like, I guess when your artery gets shot, like it had something to do with her lung or I don't know. But apparently after she tried to cover it, she went out of the room into like, I guess like the courtyard or whatever. And then she was walking through like the courtyard and through the parking lot and she made it to like the lobby of the hotel. But it had already been like a few minutes, so she was like just like bleeding everywhere.
Oh my
Wait, that
God.
was Selena. She went to the
Yeah.
hospital? And where was Yolanda this whole time?
Witnesses said that Yolanda was like yelling after her, telling her like um expletives.
Yeah, that's usually what you say when you accidentally shoot someone. You curse.
What?
Yeah, oh my god, I just didn't mean to.
What? Oh my god. She's not really helping her case with that.
Yeah, kind of not the smartest. So she's like bleeding out everywhere in the lobby, and now there's other people around and people can see her. And so somebody called the paramedics, and then people said, or one of the quotes says, blood was thick from her neck to her knees. Then there's someone that said like her last words were like Yolanda, room 158, just to like, I guess,
Oh.
warn people about her. But even though it was an accident.
Yeah, the
Maybe.
accident.
Oh
Uh-huh.
my God.
Okay, so then the paramedics arrived and they like tried to revive her. But there was no pulse. They tried to do like, I don't know, apparently like another article talked about like when she was at the hospital, like they tried to like take out her heart or something and then like massage it. I don't know.
After
What?
she was dead?
I don't know. It's just like they couldn't find a pulse and then they just tried, I guess, to like,
Bring a pulse back.
yeah.
I'm a
Oh.
doctor, but like,
I don't know. I guess arteries are important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know.
I'm very suspicious of everyone in this story.
The doctors,
Massaging.
they just wanted to feel it.
Okay, Elena, thank you for that. Additional bit of information that's really going to help me sleep tonight.
Okay.
Wait, okay, so they took her to the hospital and then Yolanda, they were like, when the police got there, and then like obviously Selena's last words were like Yolanda and then the room number. So they were like looking for her. And then they went to go look for Yolanda and they found her in, I guess, the truck that they came to the hotel at. And she was just kind of like sitting there in the truck. They said for 10 hours she sat in the truck with a gun to her head, like
oh my God.
just hiding from the police, I guess. 'Cause she was
So,
like,
if that bullet was really for her, I think she'd use it within the 10 hours that she had in that truck.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was just
true.
sitting there like
I don't know, bro.
Okay, like that doesn't help her case at all. And like if she accidentally shot Selena, like wouldn't she tell the police like right when she shot her or something?
Oh yeah.
Like ran away and hid in a truck. Like that's really suspicious.
Yeah.
They said they like called her or she like was on the phone with the police while she was in the truck. But then like
What?
Well, I mean, even if it was an accident, she still would go to jail, but
Yeah.
for manslaughter, but like I don't know, bro.
Everything in this.
It wasn't.
story-
I'm. You haven't even finished telling the story, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't an accident.
What did they say? The police chief, when she was like in the car, they were like, they said that she was expressing remorse all throughout the incident, which is like,
As
bro.
one does after murdering someone. Yeah. Okay.
So it says ultimately she surrendered to the police and the FBI after the long standoff of 10 hours just in the car. And she also wrote or typed, she used a typewriter to write a confession
Oh.
in which she said it was an accident.
That's not a confession.
Wait, this was while she was in the car,
I guess so. Like, did she? Well, I don't know because
like with the gun to her head and typing on a typewriter with the other hand.
she's a good multitasker.
I can't type with one hand. Anyway.
And then she just happened to have a typewriter.
A typewriter in her truck.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it's the same thing as a phone nowadays. Like,
No.
Dictating to the typewriter?
yeah.
A typewriter.
Okay.
She's so suspicious, dude.
You just never know when you gotta like type an essay on the go.
Yeah, your confession. Like,
Type a
you don't know.
confession on the go. Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
So
Um,
then what?
So then after that, they like took her into custody, obviously, because either way, she still did. She still killed Selena either way. But her quote, like an exact quote that she said was, "It just went off. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to kill anybody. I wanted to kill her. Oh no, I wanted to kill me, not her. Me. I didn't mean to hurt you, Selena." Was what she said after, or like when they took her into custody. And then so while they were taking her, Selena was pronounced dead. And then on April 3rd, a bunch of people came. It says thousands of mourners came to pay their respects to her in Corpus Christi. And it was kind of like a closed casket thing where a bunch of people came and they kind of like laid roses and stuff like that. And then I think after that, they took the case to court. And again, the whole point was like they were, I guess, Yolanda's, not her judges. What are they called? Like her lawyers.
Mhm.
They were trying to prove that it was actually an accident and that she was really trying to kill herself instead of Selena. So they were trying to say like, oh, she just dropped the gun and she didn't mean to pull the trigger, like it was an accident. But then like to disprove that, they had like a professional gun guy come. I don't know what they do.
What?
A gun guy.
That's what it said, like a professional like firearms guy.
Ballistics. I don't know.
Yeah. Like he came and then to like look at the gun or something, and then he was like there's like safety features or something to like prove that it can't just like you have to pull the trigger like to fire it. And then on the autopsy, which is I guess what criminologists look like, not they look at.
Yes.
On the autopsy they were like, you could kind of tell from the bullet holes that it was intentionally fired, I guess, maybe. What the person intended to do by that. This is the autopsy guy speaking. I'm quite certain the gun was intentionally fired, but what the person intended to do by that is not my job. They also call them textbook gunshot wounds, which I don't know what that means, but I guess it happens when it's intentionally fired.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And she was shot in like it was like the back, like the upper back, right?
Yeah.
So then she would have to have like raised her hand.
Yeah. Unless it just,
Yeah.
I guess
And
she's
then
trying
pull
to
the
say it, like
trigger.
fell and then like flew.
Oh,
Oh.
it felt like angled a weird way.
I guess so.
Feel like I don't know.
Yeah.
It works, but it's kind of sketchy, dude.
Yeah.
Um, so that was kind of their whole point at the thing. The guy said even if the gun were dropped while cocked, it probably would not fire. So he was talking about the safety issues again, or not the safety issues, the safety, what's it called? The safety features.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess the judge kind of was like, I guess they can kind of like, I don't know, they used like that, all that junk about the gun to like make their decision. And then also about like the witnesses and the maids at the inn who said that after she shot the bullet that she was like chasing her around and calling her bad names. So that was kind of like their proof to say that they didn't, or that it wasn't an accident. And then I think, I can't remember, but at the end of the trial, she said that, yeah, so she was she was charged with first degree murder. And after 3 hours, it took for the judge, or no, the jury to finally decide. And this was like in October, so it was like March, April. I don't know, like 6 months later, this happened, the trial. 6, 5,
7.
7,
Wait, November or
October
October?
23rd.
Well, 10 minus 3 is 7.
Okay.
Huh?
That's
From like March.
that's 5 months.
What?
10 minus 3.
That's not how it works. Okay,
Hold on.
October, November, December, January, February, March. 5
No,
months.
because it was after, because like
No,
March, she
yeah,
died
March.
Oh,
and then
Oh,
of the same year.
wait, so
Okay.
it was March.
oh, then you're right. It is
October.
7 months. It is 7 months.
Wow, we're so good at math, guys.
At least this isn't a math podcast.
True.
What was I? Oh,
Yeah,
so in
it was 7 months.
October, when the trial was happening, 7 months after the thing, or after her murder, so yeah, she was found to be guilty and she was sentenced to life in prison with a possibility of parole in 30 years, which from again with math, how many? Hold on, is that 2025? Yeah.
Whoa.
Is she still alive?
Yes, she is. Oh yeah, she'll be eligible for parole in 2025. She's
Oh.
at a maximum security women's prison in Gatesville, Texas.
Oh.
How far is Gatesville from here? I want to make sure I don't run into no crazy managers.
You wanna go? You wanna go visit her?
No, I would
What?
like nothing less than that. I think that makes sense.
Her
Yes.
shrine though, like
That's so scary. Like, she's like obsessed with Selena like that.
So then why would she kill her? Just because of the incident with her stealing money?
I guess like people were speculating that it was because like she didn't want them to fire her or something. But then like it doesn't make sense. Like
But
why?
like, then again, when you're crazy like that, nothing really makes sense.
Didn't
Yeah.
like some people think like she was like obsessed with her, and like she was like, if I can't like have you, nobody can.
Yeah, maybe that actually makes sense.
Because I think that's like how they portrayed it in the movie. They're like, she like, because since she was getting kicked out of the, or she wasn't being the fan club president anymore, and they wanted her like out of her life basically. Then she was like, I'm gonna kill you because I want to be like the only person in your life.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I can't think of like another reason.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's how a lot of like murders end up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And
that's
especially if she was like
really-
the president of the fan club,
I hate saying fan club.
then that's like already she's like obsessed with her kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah. I saw like a Criminal Minds episode about something similar. There was like a manager who like tried to, well, was unsuccessful in the episode, but like tried to kill like her like anti-manager, the person who she managed. I don't know what the word for that is. The famous person, and like she like was crazy like Yolanda, I guess. So yeah, in a lot of Criminal Minds episodes, according to them, serial killers like to kill the object of their affection if they can't like get them. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a very long-winded explanation for a question that I asked in the first place. My apologies.
Okay. Were there any more details?
No, I don't know. What do you guys think?
What do we think?
Exactly yeah, I think, yeah, like what Danny said, that Yolanda was obsessed with her. And same mentality, like, if I can't have you, no one can.
Yeah.
She sounds so scary, dude.
I would be afraid of her.
Yeah.
I could also see how it could be like an accident in sort of a way. Like she pulled the gun out and she was like debating it, or she just wanted to like scare Selena maybe, and like scare her into like, I don't know, letting her stay with her, and then accidentally shot it. I don't know.
But
That could
I don't
be
know,
another
because
thing.
like, why would she even like try to kill herself like in the first place? Like,
Because she's loco.
Because she didn't want to
Maybe
like
about the whole
leave.
rape thing. Like, what if that was an actual thing that happened?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. She's in prison now, though.
She could
And
be
hopefully she
out, and then
stays
she'll
there.
be running around in Texas.
Oh
We have
god.
How far away is that?
About 2.5 hours. It's like halfway between.
You looked
Dallas.
it up.
Yeah, of course I looked it up. I'm scared.
Oh my
It's like halfway
god.
between Dallas and San Antonio.
She's probably like, oh, she'd be like 60 something,
Okay, she can't
Oh.
run.
30.
I've seen some 60-something-year-olds that could kill us, guys.
My grandmother.
She won't be
Not
have
gonna lie.
access to a gun, right?
Oh, true.
Yeah, well, obviously she's not very good at aiming if she got it 180 degrees wrong the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I think that is it for
Yes.
Yolanda and her
Selena.
fan club and her shrine.
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
So-
thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Elena, for teaching us about this.
Yes, she did
And-
so good.
Yes. And we'll see everybody in the next episode on John Benet Ramsey and her unsolved murder.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.